Welcome to this lesson on how to play the tune of the Gruffalo on your guitar. I've written it out in tablature. It's in 6/8 time, which means you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the first two notes that you play that go with the words he has are 2nd fret of the B string, 4th fret of the B string. If you're not sure how to read tablature, there are plenty of videos in my YouTube channel where you can find out how to do just that, and there's plenty of videos on YouTube in general. But basically, the lines drawn horizontally across the page are the strings, top to bottom, E, B, G, D, A, E, getting lower, and the numbers on those strings are the frets, so that they're in actual fact the notes you play, and you've got some timing strokes on top that might help you. You probably know how this tune goes if you've come to this video, so the timing shouldn't present you too much problem. So, yeah, first two notes, 2nd fret and 4th fret of the B string. You're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You come in on beats 5 and 6 because there's 6 counts in each bar. And as I say, use fingers 1 and 3. Now, in the first complete bar, which is terrible tusks and, you're running up the E string, O, 2, 3, go to open B and 4th fret of the B string. And notice the terrible, they're all quavers, they're 1, 2, 3. Tusks is a crotchet, that's going to take up 2 of the beats of the bar, and then the word and, that's the 4th fret of the B string on the end of the bar. So terrible tusks and terrible claws, and so terrible tusks and terrible claws, and they're both the same, aren't they? And then terrible teeth in his, all quavers. Now you'll see why we've started where we have, because on the E string it's O, 2, 3, 2, 3, 5, little finger, 5th fret of the E string, and then it's running down in a different part of the guitar in the next line, isn't it? Terrible jaws is the... So that run down there is the 7th fret of the E string and the 5th fret of the E string, fingers 3 and 1. Then it's the 8th fret, the 7th fret, the 5th fret of the B string, fingers 4, 3, 1. And the 8th fret of the G, the little finger. Okay, and then you've got the Gruffalo, Gruffalo, Gruffalo. Right, this is pulling and hammering. P stands for pull off, H for hammer on. So this is how you do it. Just down the rundown. Now it's 5, 4, 5 on the B string. Now I use finger 2 on the 5th fret, and I have my first finger ready on the 4th fret. And I pull off, and I actually play the string, but I pull my 2nd finger off. I'm actually plucking the string with that 2nd finger and re-hammer it on. So it gives you a nice Gruffalo, pull off and hammer on. Now I use fingers 4 and 3 for this next pull off and hammer on. You might want to use 3 and 2 or 2 and 1. It's quite hard to do it with fingers 4 and 3. You need to be quite experienced and quite strong. And the third of those Gruffalos is 4, 3, 4 on the G string, and you should use fingers 2 and 1 here. So you've got... Okay, then you go to the 6th fret of the G with the little finger, 4th fret of the B with the 2nd finger, and your final Gruffalo is 5, 4, 5, pulling and hammering on the B string, fingers 3 and 2. So that is your first verse. Now you probably noticed there that when I do a little run of notes, I cross pick with my plectrum. I don't do everything with downstrokes. So when I play this, that's a non-stop run of quavers. So obviously cross picking down, up, alternating. So the second verse is slightly different. Slightly different timing, isn't it? So Nobilinis, that's the same as terrible tusks. But then turned out toes, and that's different timing. There you've got an open E, which is a crotchet, and the 3rd fret of the E, which is a quaver. This is the same. Now the 3rd verse is different yet again. His eyes are orange, his tongue is black, he has purple prickles on. So there you've got the different timing. There's only one note to lead in, it's just his eyes are orange, his tongue is black, he has purple prickles on. So those first 3 bars of that 3rd verse, or the first 3 that are complete in fact, are all the same. Crotchet, quaver, and then 3 quavers. And start off with the first finger behind the 2nd fret of the B, and then you won't run out of fingers. So you've got this. Right, now this time you've got a double helping of Gruffalo, Gruffalo, Gruffalo. So you've got but then Gruffalo. That is just a slow run up. These are dotted crotchets, 3 beats each. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Or you want to count it the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again you've got that pull off hammer on. As I say, may I just stress that I'm using 4 and 3 with it in fingers, but it's quite hard to do that. You might be better off using 2 and 1 or 3 and 2. But if you can use 4 and 3, of course that's really good. And the very ending goes like this. 7, 7, and then little finger, 12th fret. So use your first finger on the 7th fret, little finger on the 12th fret, and cross pick that down, up, down for that final Gruffalo. So let's play the whole tune through. I won't sing it, I just want you to hear the notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there we are, pretty tricky, but really good fun to play and really good fun to practice. I hope you enjoy that.